Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I was actually inspired to do this lesson after watching the elders lesson entitled America Society of Debauchery. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, I recommend you subscribe and be edified. But let's listen closely to what the elder had to say, and I'm going to chime in momentarily.
But it says modern black woman latest trend, or modern black women latest trend, tattoo ex-boyfriends or baby daddy. And I can't see the rest of it, but you can see it here. Women want to tattoo. They're gonna tattoo their, what does it say? Ex-boyfriends or baby daddies on their faces. So some of you women, you're gonna have tattoos all over your whole face because you got multiple baby daddies.
And truer words could have not been spoken. But this is what happens when you listen to brothers' lessons. The elders sit down, the spirits will jump on you and or inspire you to do a response and or follow-up lesson. How do we know? Ecclesiasticus chapter 21 verse 15. A skillful man heareth a wise word, and he will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeases him, and he casteth it behind his back. Something that we all must comprehend. Number one is not only is tattooing a heathenistic custom, we must understand its origins and where it comes from. It states here, origins of tattoos. It comes from the ancient Siberian nomads, indigenous Polynesians, Nubians, native South Americans, and Greeks all use tattoos for a variety of reasons. Remember, the scriptures tells us, learn not the way of the heathens. Let's grab a few more paragraphs and we'll jump right into some videos and also a few precepts. It states, Egypt's international trade spread through the practice of tattooing to Crete, Greece, Arabia, and there is also a history of tattooing in ancient China as well. The earliest conclusive evidence of tattoos come from a handful of Egyptian mummies that date to the time of the construction of the Great Pyramids over 4,000 years ago. Now let's come out of this. Let's get a few examples here, because we know that we see this every day. Those of us who are in the inner city, in the so-called black communities, check this out here, brothers. Listen and watch closely.
Look at that, man. Look at my baby mama. If you ain't repping your baby daddy like that, then what's wrong with you? Y'all be trying to talk about my baby mama delusional. Look at that. Bitch, you can't conversate with my baby mama,
I know,
bitch.
that's right.
You better conversate with me. Look at her. I told the bitch, I said, bitch, stop talking when I'm speaking. I told the bitch, I said, hey, take one of your eyebrows off. She did that. I said, hey, cut your hair. She did that. I said, hey, dye your hair green. She did that. This is a builder bitch. This is my girl. Look at her. Turn to the side, ho. Turn to the side. I stay chitting. I do what I want, but I'm going to tell you one thing. My baby mama gonna always be a young little baby mama. Ain't that right?
I know that's right.
All right, hey.
Yeah, daddy.
You a good girl. I got you a leash. Pick it up. Pick it up. It's right here. Nah. It's over here. Grab the leash. I got you. When I get to the house, you know what time it is. You a doggy, bitch.
Let's come out of this here, brothers. But as the scripture states, for my people are revolted and gone. I want you brothers to look at this video here closely. At first glance, this looks like Jake's hair here. But if you're looking at Jake around about his hairline, this is a complete tattoo on his head. And I'm going to play this here. I want to make sure the volume is off. I want to play this here. And look at what his baby mama did to her face too as well. She tattooed his face on both sides of hers. Not only that, she has multiple piercings in her face. Now, according to the scriptures, the only places that we can pierce are what? Our nose and or what? Our ear as well. Now let's come out of this. We get the point there. But look at this Jake here, man. He has two women. He has two wives, and that's perfectly fine according to the law. But look at what he has them involved into as well. This is why I recommend it. You watch that video, A Society of Debauchery, because our people, they don't know the Lord. And look at Jake. He thinks that he's accomplishing some sort of magnificent feat by having his women with multiple tattoos on them. He has them involved in all sorts of alphabet lifestyle, but these people are ultimately going to be destroyed. Let's come out of this, because we must comprehend when a person tattoos themselves, they're cutting their flesh. And if you cut your flesh, you have a multitude, a legion of demons on you. But how do we know according to scriptures? Remember what happened in Mark chapter 5 verse 1, and I'll read down to around about verse 5 and or 6. And it states this: And they came over unto the other side of the sea, into the country of the Gadarenes. And when he came out of the ship, immediately there met him a man out of the tombs with an unclean spirit, who his dwelling was among the tombs, and had no man that could bind him, not with chains, because he had often been bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder, and the fetters broken to pieces. Neither could any man tame him. Verse 5 is the point. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with the stones. See, that's why the scriptures tells us, let's come out of this. In Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead or living. Let's be clear. Nor print any marks upon you, for I am the Lord. And the Lord in all caps, his name is Yahweh. Because you have to understand, man, when you cut your flesh, not only are you going against the law, but you have, like I said before, a host of demons on you. And this is demonic activity. Let's go from there and let's go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 through 21. And it states, the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry. Look, let's come out of this real quick, right? Because remember the first and the second commandment in Exodus chapter 20, verse 3 and 4. You shall have no other gods before me, right? When you print or get a tattoo of your baby daddy, baby mama on your damn face, you are idolizing them. You are worshiping them. Look at the second commandment. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters. See, Jake is revolted and gone and finished. So let's get back to this. Because we see that the works of flesh, we see at the lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, strife, sedition, heresies, envies, murder, drunkenness, reviling, and such the like, of which I told you before, as I have told you in times past, that they that do such things will not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2 through 5, because it states that people will be this way, and there's nothing new under the sun. They did this in the times past, and they're doing it now. As I mentioned in the previous video, these are just old spirits coming back, man. And the Lord has a score to settle with them. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2 through 5 states this: but people will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive. That means abusing themselves too as well. Disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of our power, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people. As the scripture states in the book of Revelation, I'm going to simply paraphrase this here. How does it go, brothers? Let the wicked still be wicked, and let the righteous still be righteous, man. We should see that this movie is coming close to an end. People are going to wax worse and worse. I hope, brothers, that this quick lesson was edifying. Shalom.